have a long time, so I let the weeks go by. I'm sorry that I missed you that day when you came through. I didn't know the last time would be our last goodbye. I'm sorry that I missed you when you called me last June. But now that I've lost you, I tried to...
Hello my friends, hello and welcome back to my channel. I just got back from my run and I thought I would take you along for a day in the life video. I do have several different cleaning things to get done, so I thought it might be motivational to take you along today. I actually also need to go get my nails done because last night that chipped right off, and actually I have not regularly got my nails done really my entire life until recently. So for Mother's Day this year I got a gift card and I decided to try that builder gel, and I love it so much. It usually holds up quite well. This I guess was kind of a fluke, although I will say I keep trying to push it to 4 weeks, but they seem to need to be done after 3 weeks, which isn't ideal. But I'm really enjoying this self-care, getting my nails done, and I enjoy the way it looks, so I'm gonna definitely get that done today as well. But anyway, I thought with the chores that I needed to get done that I could bring you some cleaning motivation for your day, so let's go.
If I had known then I won't see you again, I wouldn't have missed you, missed you. I'll hold on to regrets till I see you again. All I can do is miss you, miss you. If I had known then I won't see you again, I wouldn't have missed you, missed you. I'll hold on to regrets till I see you again. All I can do is miss you, miss you.
Friends, I did forget to mention in the intro that today is Thursday, and on my channel that means Thoughtful Thursday. And if you're new around here or just don't know what that means, every Thursday, in addition to sharing some sort of cleaning, organizing, or decluttering motivation, I like to share my thoughts on a topic in the voiceover. So please stay tuned. In a little while here, I will be sharing my thoughts on a topic with you. I have been so bad at filming today. I didn't even bring my camera with me this afternoon. I did go and get my nails done, and I decided to do kind of like a French tip, but a fall vibes French tip. And then I did stop and, actually next I went to HEB to grab a few things that we just forgot to get this week. So it's like literally in the same parking lot. And in the same parking lot is Starbucks, and it is past my coffee break time. So I did get my favorite pumpkin cream cold brew, but hopefully this footage will be cohesive with the rest of my video footage, because I'm actually using my phone because I didn't even bring my camera with me on these errands. So Yeah, not doing a great job of filming my day in the life video, but when I get home, I have my chores to do, and so I will take you along for those. Okay, friends, for today's Thoughtful Thursday, I wanted to talk about a quote that I shared over on my Instagram earlier this week. And actually, I shared it here on my community tab as well. The quote says, "Sometimes one landmark helps us find our way when we are lost. Even though our location hasn't changed, things become clear when we fix our eyes on the right thing." The first thing this quote actually made me think about is how many of you out there are landmark direction givers. Please don't tell me to turn east here and then go south there. Tell me to turn right by the gas station and then left by the Starbucks. It's so much easier to find your way or remember a route because of landmarks. Am I right? Let me know how you are. When we feel lost in life, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. Feeling lost is most certainly something everyone, I think, has felt at some point in life. It can happen after a setback, after a big life change, or even in the midst of success. The things that once gave us a sense of purpose and direction may start to fade, and we are left asking ourselves, what now? When we feel this way, the instinct may be to search frantically for clarity. Just like when you are physically lost, you may feel frantic to find something, anything to grab onto that will guide you back. But the truth is, what if when you feel lost, the challenge isn't to immediately find answers, but instead to just focus on the right things and the answers will emerge organically. When confusion takes over, we often begin to obsess over what's missing, what went wrong, or what others seem to have figured out that we don't. But when we focus on the things that are outside of our control, this only makes us feel more disoriented. The first step to finding your way again is to shift your focus inward to what you can control. That includes your mindset, your effort, and your willingness to keep moving forward even when the path ahead of you isn't completely clear. As a Christian, I find that seeking God through reading the Bible and prayer can help ground me. Spending time daily with God is honestly a non-negotiable for me. The Bible is like a compass for me, and I know if I follow what God instructs in His Word, then I'm on the right track. As I seek God, I find over and over again that the quote-unquote right thing really is quite simple. It's to do the next right thing. Often when we feel lost, it is because we are focusing too much on the whole journey or the big picture. Doing the next right thing can really keep you grounded. It could just be the seemingly insignificant daily healthy habits that we can lean into during a time of uncertainty, like taking care of your body, exercising, eating healthy, and getting good sleep, maybe connecting with friends and loved ones, or returning to or picking up a hobby that could bring joy into your life. These may seem simple or mundane, but these daily habits can provide momentum and lead us to clarity in the long run. Perhaps you are not a Christian and the idea of the Bible or prayer doesn't really resonate with you, but even if you don't have that as a compass, you do have the things you value in life and your priorities, which can help serve as a map towards clarity. When you're lost, it can be easy to confuse direction with identity, but they aren't the same. You can lose your way without losing yourself. Reflecting on what truly matters can keep you on the course towards clarity, like kindness, honesty, curiosity, compassion, love, or any other thing that you value in life. When you are living out those values, it can help keep that momentum going. In a culture that glorifies constant productivity and certainty in your purpose, it can be easy to feel like being lost is a failure. But more likely, being lost is an invitation in life to slow down and listen. Sometimes the right focus is not to do more, but instead being more present. The fog will begin to lift, maybe slowly, maybe very slowly, maybe more slowly than you'd like, but not because you force it, but instead because you stop chasing every distraction and learn to trust that clarity will come in due time when you are ready for it. Okay, my friends, that is all I have to share for this week's Thoughtful Thursday message. As always, I do love to hear your thoughts on my thoughts. Please leave those down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on this idea of feeling lost and trying to find your way back. Also, I hope that you might continue to stay tuned for the rest of my day to see what I'm up to, and I hope it brings you some motivation or encouragement for your day. Okay, I just went to the restroom and I noticed my hair was kind of a mess, probably from sitting in the chair at the nail salon, so that's probably gonna bug me when I am editing this video, but nonetheless. Anyway, moving on. Also, while I was in the bathroom, I was reminded that one of the things I bought today at HEB was a command strip hook, because do y'all remember when I had to make a new hole in the wall with the hook that was down there for our towel? Well, that was just like a couple months ago and it already started falling out. So, because it's like not in a stud, but there's not really a way to put it in a stud just based on where I need to position it. And I did try to use an anchor, but I didn't really have the appropriate anchor. Anyway, long story short, I decided I'm going with a command hook. I'm not dealing with that hook anymore. It's just the way that it's designed, the screw that goes into the wall for that hook is very large. And so I think it's going to continue to cause problems. So I'm abandoning it and just using a simple solution for now. Maybe in the future I'll find another hook, but I think this will work just fine. So I do need to install this, and then the only other thing on my to-do list is to deep clean this office space. I always called it a kitchen nook, but at this point it really is just my office space. So it should be fairly simple though, I think. The only thing that might take a little bit of time is going through this drawer and cabinet here. But yeah, that is next up. And in case you were wondering why I was cleaning out the freezer but not the refrigerator, I cleaned out the refrigerator last week and I just lost steam on the day that I was doing that, and I didn't have time or energy to also clean out the freezer, but I knew that had to be done, so I put it on my list this week. So that is why I was cleaning out the freezer and not the refrigerator. So anyway, let's keep moving on with this to-do list.
A fantasy again to compensate within. Fake me, oh daydream, and blur out who I am. Imaginary friend, I'm buying.
Y'all, oh my goodness, I always have such a hard time when I'm cleaning out this cabinet because, as you might notice, this is where we keep all of our board games, and we rarely play board games anymore. We used to play them a lot more frequently when our kids were younger, but I just feel like we hardly ever play board games. We do still every once in a while, and that's why I choose to keep them. Certainly, I could probably declutter more of these, but on this day, I just didn't have it in me to declutter any of them, so I'm just moving them around and cleaning underneath them and just getting this cabinet cleaned up.
Look at where I stand, kaleidoscope in hand, changing, remaining, but wait.
Oh, and here, y'all, there was a cockroach on the floor. If you are new around here, you might not know of our cockroach problem. We do live in Central Texas, and that's just a problem that you have when you live in Central Texas, especially because we have a lot of large mature trees around our home, and so cockroaches like our house. So anyway, I was just cleaning up a cockroach casually over here.
if only for this time. 'Cause don't you see, you are a symphony. Take it day by day, no matter what they say. All along, you were the sweetest song. But wait, what have I done? I was living in a distant dream. Was nothing ever what it seemed? Oh wait, where have I gone? Busy chasing a identity that's always been a part of me. Oh, I've been chasing an identity that's always been a part of me.
Y'all, okay, so a few months ago, maybe more than a few months ago, I did a little makeover in this space to make it more like my office. It did used to be a kitchen nook, but I noticed, so I painted this wainscoting, and I noticed that it was so much easier to clean. So it was previously painted, it was just painted white. And I don't know if it was the type of paint that I used, because the previous paint job that we had done, we had hired someone to come in and paint it, and they used an oil-based paint, and the paint that I used was not an oil-based paint. But I don't know if it's because of that or if it's because it's colored and not white. Maybe the white, like, you can see the dirt more. I don't know. But anyway, I felt like this was really easy to clean. Oh, and right here, there's like this little spider that's like crawling across my floor. And I don't like killing most spiders. I just kind of let them be around my house. And so I was just kind of letting him pass by.
그때는 그랬었지. That's how we used to be. Yeah, we thrived on daydreaming, staring at the ceiling. 그때는 몰랐었네. We lived on naivete. Yeah, put the same song on replay. Didn't care that it was cliche. So let's rewind to the prologue. Find out where we came from. Look through a rosy glass. Remember how it began. So let's rewind to the prologue. Find out what we forgot before shit hit the fan. Before we saw the end. If only we can go back in time. If only we can go back in time. 그때는 그랬었지. We had possibility. Yeah, didn't mind standing in the rain, staring at your face. 그때는 좋았었지. Everything was easy. Yeah, didn't take a lot to make me smile. I thought that you would stay a while. So let's rewind to the prologue. Find out where we came from. Look through a rosy glass. Remember how it began. So let's rewind to the prologue. Find out what we forgot before shit hit the fan. Before we saw the end.
Time I'm off it, good so good when the vibe is toxic. Fuss and fight just a fuss all night, then we live our lives. Can't believe I lost it, take me to the beginning. It's never ending, regretful. Memories never fade, nostalgia, I'm in a daze. This feeling can't seem to chase, liquor can't seem to taste. Forget it, I guess I'll stay away on my mind, but maybe that's wishful drinking. I'm tweaking so hard to find, I hit it right to the brink and I'm thinking I'll cross the line. So
if only we can go back in time. If only we can go back in time. If only we can. I know it's faded back in time. But turn back the pages. If only we do you remember back in time when it was all better? I know it's faded, but turn back the pages. Was it really all better? Or is it how I remember? Or is it
Okay,
how
so I do
remember?
have a stack of paperwork that I need to deal with. I'm going to do that this weekend. It is Friday, it is almost 5 p.m. So I am donezo. So I'm gonna do that this weekend. I also will clean off my desk this weekend as well, because I did not do that in this video. And then I don't know if you noticed these, they're CMOS gummies. I saw these at my local grocery store and I've heard such good things about CMOS. You can look up all the health benefits, but it basically tastes like candy. I think you take 2 to 6 pieces, I guess a day. I don't take them every single day, but I thought I would just give it a try, just another supplement to try. But anyway, just wanted to share that since those were in my cabinet here. But I do hope this video brought you some motivation or inspiration for your day. As always, I do really appreciate you watching my videos all the way until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.